Might be threatening messages on a college professor's voicemail.
He says it's all because of a class he teaches.
Let me tell you something, Ted. I would love to see you watch your loved ones suffer long and die slow.
Dr. Thornhill teaches the white racism course at FGCU. Just last night, we told you about the signs a student posted on his door reading, "It's okay to be white." The IP's John-Carlos Estrada hearing from both the professor and the student who put up those flyers. He's live at FGCU.
Amanda, it all began with these flyers saying it's okay to be white, put all over the college campus, most recently by an FGCU student. Dr. Ted Thornhill says that now that his class has begun, the white racism class, those messages are now getting more threatening and personal.
I'm a white person, and I'm deeply offended just on the name.
Dr. Ted Thornhill knew his white racism class would spark controversy.
Let me tell you something, Ted. I would love to see you watch your loved ones suffer long and die slow.
But messages like this still strike a nerve.
With the beginning of the spring semester, several were more threatening in nature, where they mentioned that your family should be found dead on a trash heap along with you.
Campus PD has received some of the more personal and threatening messages. They even posted 2 officers on the first day of class. And Thornhill has even shared some of it with his white racism class.
Particularly the type that is threatening, because I don't want to hide things from them.
Just this week, Thornhill's office door covered in "It's okay to be white" posters. The student came forward to take responsibility.
I had no other option but to do so to make my voice heard. I felt that because that was a recognized symbol that he's experienced in the past, that would be an effective way to get that attention.
But Thornhill says there's better ways to engage with him.
And I think this person and others like him need to perhaps be a little more mature and engage in a kind of dialogue and a conversation.
And Thornhill says that he'll be collecting some of those threatening emails and voicemails for his research, as well as passing the most personal ones to campus police. As for Baker Royal, he says that his flyers weren't intended to be threatening and that he wishes no violence against the professor. On the Night Beat, John-Carlos Estrada, Wink News Now.